If you are a freelance artist, then finding clients is always the biggest challenge. Now you might be just starting out or you already have been working for a while. Finding a client is always the toughest job. But remember one thing, a happy client will give you a lot of business. Now the question is how to find clients. So in this video, I will share some tips that will help you in finding your first or the next client. Now before we proceed, I want to tell you that there are no magic steps that you can follow to get a guaranteed client. But there are things that you can do which can lead you up to a potential client. So let's begin. Have the skills. Now nobody's gonna give you work if you don't have the skills to do it. Or even worse, you somehow managed to get a client, but now you don't have the skills or you don't know how to do it. So my advice to you is start building up your skills. Now this requires a lot of practice, learning new techniques. Just watch other people's work, get inspired and start creating. Build your style. Now in today's world, having the skills alone is not enough. You need to have your own creative style that will attract similar kind of people who are looking for that work. Here are some examples. So we have this artist on Instagram called Carl Johan. So he creates these amazing gradient animations. You can see that these are very beautiful and he has his own creative style. So if someone is looking for this type of work, then he will definitely contact him. Another example is this guy called Pixrate. So you can see that he creates some amazing typography animation, and in the same way you can have your own style and you can just start creating content around it, and if somebody likes that, then he will definitely contact you. But remember one thing, do not get married to your style. Keep exploring and keep learning new techniques and start applying them in your projects. Put your work out. Now you have the skills and you have your own creative styles, but it is of no use until or unless you put your work out in front of the world. Now nobody's gonna know about your work if it sits on your hard drive. So publish your work on social media. You can start a YouTube channel, start uploading on Instagram, create a portfolio, create a website. All these things will help you to showcase your work to the people. Join job portals and freelance websites. Build your profiles on websites like Upwork, Fiverr, Freelance.com. Now, I know that these websites are very crowded and the competition is very high. You might not get any client from that, but you are not getting it anyway if you don't have a profile as well. So it's worth taking a shot, have your profile on these websites. There are chances that someone find you out and will contact you from there. Reach out to people. Now if clients are not coming to you, then you can reach out to them. Now this is exactly what I did when I was starting out. So what I used to do is I used to follow a couple of creators on YouTube and I used to watch their videos and analyze them. Then I used to think, how can I apply my skills and add values to their work? So I used to send them emails and tell them that I can create these kind of content, let's say intro, outro or lower thirds for you, and it will add this value to your channel. And most of the times they responded back, and this is how I found so many clients just by reaching out to them. Now if you are going to do the same, then remember one thing, don't spam them. Just send 1 or 2 emails and see if they respond back. If they do, then it's good, and if they don't, then don't worry, just start reaching out to other people. You can also create some free samples and just send them over to them so that they can have a look, and ultimately if they like your work, they will reach out to you. So the next is, do the work you want to get paid for before you are paid to do it. Let's repeat it again. Do the work you want to get paid for before you are paid to do it. I heard these words from Joey in a podcast. Now he's the founder of School of Motion, and these words are simply mind-blowing. Start creating the work which you want to get paid for. Let's say you want to create product animations for clients. Now, instead of waiting for clients to reach out to you and to give you work, you can start creating product animations of your own. Find free assets online and start creating the level of work which you want to get hired for and upload it on social media. This will not only help you in building your portfolio, but it will also help you in learning new techniques, and it will also build your confidence to do this kind of work. I do this all the time. I create animations of my own for the type of work that I want to do and just publish it online. People watch my content and they reach out to me for similar kind of projects, and you can do the same thing. Next is referrals. As I have mentioned earlier, a happy client will give you a lot of business. So you can ask your clients to refer you to other people. Now since they have already worked with you, they have the confidence and satisfaction with which they can refer you to other people. Next is free service. Now this is not recommended, but if you're just starting out and you have never worked with any client, you don't have the confidence how to deal with the project, then you can start offering free service for some smaller projects like logo animations. And if you already have some experience, then you can give out some free consultation, let's say for 15 minutes to your clients, just to tell them that how you can add value to their business. Consistency is the key. As I mentioned earlier, there are no magic steps which you can follow and get guaranteed client. So in this process, you will get a lot of rejections. Clients won't reply to your emails, everything will be working fine, but at the last moment, client won't hire you for the work. All these things will discourage you and will make you feel low. But you don't have to lose hope. Figure out what you're doing wrong and start working on it. And ultimately, it will help you get your first client. And remember one thing, a happy client will give you a lot of business, but make sure to enjoy the process. So these are some tips which can help you in finding your next potential client. And I wish you all the best with your work. If you have any queries or questions, then you can ask in the comments below. You can also reach out to me on Instagram or via email. All the details are in the description as well. So with that being said, my name is Abhishek and I'll see you in the next one.